you today? How you doing? I'm not, something's like off with my face today. I don't know. She not cute. You ever look at your face? Don't say you didn't, because you lying. And you like, something's not right. I know I did my makeup in the car a little bit. I don't know, I just feeling like puffy today. That's why I'm feeling puffy. Maybe it's what I ate. I don't know, but I'm about to eat it again. And I want to show you guys what I'm about to eat. And you know, I've been trying to eat a little better. I have. And whatever I could do in the back, I could do in the front. The most challenging part is going to be just washing my fruit. So I'm going to get some berries. I need some more. What else I need? I need some more. I'm drawing a blank. That's an old age catching up with me. That's what it is. But baby, I've been eating my omega-3s. That's good, you know, for brain, that good fatty acids. So I'm just learning little by little. I'm not trying to teach y'all nothing. There are a lot of videos. You do your own research. So, you know, I just pick up little things here and there. I'm not trying to be so strict with it, but I have cut down on carbs. And I will say, I was a little baffled. Not that I'm trying to lose weight or anything, but I was a little baffled. I was, because I put on my belt and I was like, this belt not holding on my pants. I was like, I don't remember this belt being as loose. And I bought the belt big, or somebody bought the belt for me. It was a little big, so I need to get holes put in it. But I really don't like adding holes to belts. It just doesn't work out too well. I had a whole thing to punch holes in the belt. It just didn't work that well for me. But I really need to add some more holes in the belt. It wasn't holding up nothing. I was like, I don't remember. So I was like, Joy, you have changed the way you eat. So I was like, maybe I lost maybe an inch or two. I don't know, but I was tripping and I don't like my pants dragging the ground. I don't know how kids do that. They be walking around, be raining. Next thing you know, that water done traveled up their leg because their pants be on the ground. I don't like that. Or when you go to the bathroom, your pants, I be trying to gather everything. You know, I wore my wide leg pants. So I don't know. I tried something last night. I like experimenting with food. I do. I don't mind trying new things. And I can tell I'm a little hungry. So before I left school, I had the other half of my salad with some sardines. Sardines have great omega-3s, good for your brain. So I've been trying to do little things in my little research and so on and so forth. And I know a lot of people don't like sardines. It is what it is. I do. There aren't many things that I don't like. And I have a palate for exploring, and Clinton has a palate. My son has a palate for, I don't know, but he's really into the cooking thing. I did find his page and I did follow it because Bobbi posted something on her story. So his page is CL on Instagram, and he cooks. And like I said, he lives in Colorado, living his best life. And all right. I can see this video going another way before I forget my thought. And remember, I still pay all the kids' cell phone bills. And it is a challenge. Just like I said, just because don't try to add up my coins and spend my money or watch how I spend my money. Sometimes it's tight. And sometimes I don't make the best decisions. I don't. Maybe that's just because I'm crazy, or maybe it's just who I am. But it's not like I go out and I spend money frugally. And I figure with the car living, the most I spend money on actually is food. I spend a lot of money on food. But it's not like it's a lot, you know, a lot, you know. And I don't care what anybody says. It's more expensive to eat healthier. Unless you growing stuff in your backyard, it's a little more money. It's a little pricier to eat healthier. I'm sorry, it is. And you buy more produce, I would say, unless you got the spots, you did your research. And then, you know, with my refrigeration situation here. Now, if I'm at school, you know, I have a little wiggle room, but weekends and stuff. And sometimes, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like getting no ice. I don't feel like it. But when you get a whole lot of perishable items, you're buying things more. And, you know, so I spend the most on food. So if you want to follow Clinton, he does a lot of cooking. Like I said, he lives in Colorado. Clinton's my son, for people who don't know. And I guess we don't have the best relationship, like my girls and I don't know, maybe he feels a certain way. I don't know. I've asked him several times and he says, no, I understand why you kicked me out. No, I understand. Yes, I kicked him out when he turned 18. He's a younger, people who don't know the story. And you can say whatever you want to say about me. Go ahead. I don't care. And so I kicked him out. I have tons of videos of me when he was younger. So I've been at this YouTube stuff for many, many years. You know, sometimes it takes off for some people and sometimes it doesn't. It just hasn't for me. You know, so I'm known worldwide by my 4 subscribers. I'm known worldwide. But, you know, I'm okay with that. And so I create these videos because I enjoy them, because I don't mind telling my story about my life, because maybe it'll help someone else. Maybe it'll help someone else what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind. Maybe that's why my life has been such a challenge, is to share it. You know, so I don't know. But I've been telling my story way before YouTube. I was writing stories about my life when the kids were little, and they were hilarious stories. And I just kept it 100. It wasn't always glorious being a single mom. It wasn't. And sometimes I got tired of parenting. I got tired of being a mom. I got tired of the weight of the world always on me. You know, so after I broke up with my kid's dad, yes, they all have the same dad. After I broke up with the kid's dad, you know, it happened all of a sudden. The weight of the world fell on me. I mean, it was on me anyway, but it was hitting a little different. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just, I don't know. Clint was my first baby. And I don't know, he was my first true love. And I think this is when we were still in New York. I went through horrible postpartum depression. It was terrible. I went to his pediatrician. I was like, I don't want him. I don't want him. But he was like, well, there are other options. I'm like, I know you lying. What options? Like, you know, he's probably talking about adoption. I know you lying. That's just for me. Some people have given up their children to adoption. I couldn't live with that. But the postpartum depression was terrible. You know, I was a single mom. The dad wasn't around at that time. My hormones were all over the place. Oh, it was terrible. But talking about protect my baby, yes, I did. But, you know, I got through it. And, you know, he was my world. And so I have strong feelings about coddling men. You know, he's a little boy at the time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how it led to kicking him out. The things I saw my mom go through, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why she stayed with that man. It didn't make sense to me. Didn't work, didn't do nothing, was big on the drugs and hustling and seeing how he could get over on this person. I just didn't understand it. So I've had those things in the back of my mind, and no one else can write my story or my experiences or how they affected me in my life. If you have had a different story, different situation, write yours. How things affect people are different. I'm just cut from a different cloth. Just totally different. I can feel myself get emotional, but I ain't trying to do all that. And so with Clinton, I guess we babied him. I don't know. I really don't know. And so the I could tell as we're older, you know, I wish the relationship was different, but I tried everything with Clinton. I put in the most effort with Clinton. I think I did the most for Clinton. Maybe that's where it went wrong. I don't know, but I knew he was my different child. He was my child. I had to stay on him. I did. And drugs were a big no-no based on how I grew up. When you grown and you out of my house, you do what the hell you want to do. But while you're in my house, you need to follow these rules and these expectations. And sorry if you think they're wrong. It's me protecting my child. And then I know a lot of people, when I drug tested Clinton, when I had reasonable doubt. It wasn't I just randomly did it. I didn't have reasonable doubt with my girls, so I didn't drug test them. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I didn't have reasonable doubt. But with Clinton, I did, and I had proof. And so when he was in big trouble, and so it was a random check. So if people go back and watch that video, it was my most popular video. If I remember, I'll tag that video. But boy, the hate I got on that video, baby. But that's what a mother does. That's what a mother does. And some people are like, well, it's just sweet. It's just sweet. I don't know what the heck he was doing. He could have been doing other stuff. But at that time, you're still under my roof. You're under 18. My job is to protect you. And drugs were a no in my house. It was a no. So when you get out of my house, you do what the hell you want. So I said that to say he was still doing things. He was an early baby, so he went to school early. So a little the maturity wasn't there either. And some people didn't agree with me, kick him out. Okay, that's you. That's your business. Okay, I did what I did with what I know, my background knowledge, and what I could tolerate and what I wasn't going to tolerate as a parent. You know, we have all those different tolerance levels. I wasn't putting up with that. And remember, my background comes from a drug home, being surrounded by it. So it's just no, it was a no. Not that I'm giving up on you, but when I'm trying to help you, and you can see all the videos when they were younger, because it was like, what, 14? So I've been doing this a minute. I tried to help him. Clinton, how about you do this? How about you do that? Had him in my bed with me, talking to him, having these discussions, you know, just talking. Okay, Clinton, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to lose your door to your room. Okay, Clinton, you still not doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to lose your room. Okay, Clinton, you still not doing what you're supposed to do. Now you got to go. Your bags are packed by the door. You know, that was the okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, you still not doing what you're supposed to do. You sat around for a full year not doing anything after you graduated. You got to go. But I also knew in the back of my head, he had a bucket load of friends. And there were some days he didn't come home for days and days and days. So he had plenty of places to go. So I knew he had places to go. So, I said that to say, I don't know how I got around to that story. Now my video gonna be all long, so I think this just gonna have to be a separate video. So, Clinton now has his own channel, which is doing very well, very, very well. And of course, as a parent, we always want to see our children far exceed us and our goals and aspirations. I still wish he would get a degree, but he tried to throw that on me too. I'm not taking that. If it's something that you want to do, you can do it. Don't put that on me. Just like how I grew up, I didn't put those limitations on my life. So I don't accept that. I'm not taking that. Oh, well, you kick me out. And what does that have to do with the price of milk? What does that have to do with the price of milk? You hustle and you grind until you achieve your goals and your dreams. Please, just like I did. I was kicked out too. Well, after my mother died, my father changed a lot because I blamed him for her death. I sure did, and I was angry. You know, my mom died. I don't even want to talk about that. You know, I've been emotional. I think it's this menopause that needs to hurry the hell up and get on my damn nerves. Yes, I said damn. Go ahead and report me. Trust me, there's some other word choices that sometimes I just want to use, but I tone it down. So let me have damn. Can I have that one? And maybe hell. Can I have those two? They in the Bible. They are, right? And so, his channel, he does lots of cooking, and he lives in Colorado. And like I've said before, he's living high on life, figuratively and literally. Okay, so you know, he's doing his thing. And I don't know, wasn't I talking about the children's cell phones? Oh, I was trying to get to that too. So I don't know if I forget. I should have like a little pad. Old age, right? And so his channel, I followed him on Instagram, and he said he's had this channel for a while, but he didn't want me to see it because he was doing things, I guess, when he was living with me, that he wasn't supposed to be doing. So he didn't want to share it with me. But Bobbi posted something from his story, and he's grown now. Do I try to tell him what to do? No, I just suggested, you know, I would still like for you to get a degree because as a black man, blah, blah, blah. You know, what are your bigger dreams? What are your bigger dreams than working at the grocery store? So that's where I was going with that. But he doesn't want to hear anything from me. And I've asked him over and over, are you still have feelings about when I kicked you out, whatever, because I know that we're not as close as I am with the girls. And he was like, no, Mom, I understand what you did. It makes sense. It made me who I am. It made me, you know, get myself together, which is true. Sometimes you keep coddling these kids and doing this for them, and that's what they get used to. Sometimes you gotta practice tough love in order for someone to grow. Sorry, that's just my opinion. But you know, you have to look at all the things that's involved. Look at all the pieces to the puzzle. So I'm not saying go and kick your kids out. That's what I'm not saying. So his channel is CLINTYUR. So you can look him up that way. But he does, you know, do things on there. He's grown. And so it goes with his videos. So what he does, why he got kicked out, he combines it with his videos. And a lot of people think that, you know, you're doing, you're smoking certain things. Oh, that's cool. That's okay. But in my opinion, that's an escape from reality. And I did ask him about it, and he says, no, sometimes I just like to relax, you know, when I get off of work or whatever. And I can understand that, but no, I need all my faculty. Okay? So, and I said, do you do that before you go to work? He was like, no. He's like, I don't do it all the time. But I guess when he's cooking, it goes with part of his video. And of course, a lot of people do the smoking and stuff for medicinal purposes, and I hear that it works. But you know, if I needed it for medicinal purposes and stuff, and I could see how it could calm you down and relax you and so forth. But no, I'm good with my little brain. So anyway, if you want to follow him, and like I was saying before, so this just gonna be this video. I have to do another video, and I can tell I'm running my mouth. Okay, I should be at the library. Look. See, this is my problem. I do pay everybody's cell phone bill. And I did go to the store, and the lady was like, why are you paying? You know, I told her about my daughters or whatever. And she was like, well, why are you paying your sons? And I was like, I've tried to, you know, tell him to get his own account, but he won't. He just won't. And I'm not even going to tell you how much I pay for the cell phone bills, because I'm still paying on the phones. And then I'm paying for the insurance on the phones. And then I'm paying for the bill on the phones. So it adds up. And that's a lot. And so I went to the store, the phone store. I'm looking at it from here. So I'm in the Kingwood. I like the Kingwood area. I really do. And I'm looking at the phone from here, store from here. And the girl was like, She said, I've been paying my phone since 15, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, you're going to be a tough mom. And she said, you need to stop paying his phone. She said, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I was like, no, you're right. But it's like, my heart is like, I know I need to. I know I think he's going to be about 20. He's going to be 23. He's going to be 23 this year. So I know, I guess in my old age, some things I'm a sucker, but I'm just overwhelmed. And just because I do the car living, the bills just shifted. Don't try to spend my money and add this up, add that up. And then sometimes it was stressful when, you know, your last dollars and stuff. It was like sometimes I got tired of just the stress of the last few dollars, and the girls need something. But Clinton, he doesn't ask for it. He doesn't ask me for anything. He doesn't ask for anything. He's just living his best life. And we'll text here and there, and then he disappears. Even the girls were like, no, we don't hear from him that often. So I guess staying connected through Instagram. And then Sydney, my other daughter, sometimes I see when she calls, it gives me instant anxiety. Love them to death. You know, she's my Christian one to the extreme, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's like when I see her number, I know it's something. You know what I'm saying? Something that makes me feel like dookie. You know, they're not disrespectful, but it's like something I can't provide, or I can't take that weight off her shoulders. And it makes me feel terrible, you know. And sometimes she be having more money than me. She's like, but Ma, I need that for books. I need that for my soror. I need, you know, so, and it makes me feel bad because I can't just like, oh no, let me write this check. And I will say she is really blessed. She's really blessed. She's blessed, beyond blessed. And people have looked out for her, let me tell you. I mean, like with tens of thousands of dollars. There's one family, they love her to death. She loves them to death. And I think he wrote her almost, I say over the course, maybe $20,000, $30,000, you know, throughout the course for school, not for spending and miscellaneous stuff. No. Either like tuition that wasn't covered because she decided to go to the most expensive school in Oklahoma. I don't got that. Nobody told you to do that. No, who told you to do that? I don't got it. And then when you're not doing your part by applying like a job, like applying to different scholarships and grants and stuff, and you're not doing that, and I know, and then called me when things not working out, makes me feel bad. It really does. I mean, I'm human. It just makes me feel bad that I just, you know, when I had the kids and doing the single mom thing, it was survival. It was survival with 3 little kids, all 18 months apart. I was just trying to survive. Who had extra money to be putting away for college? I didn't. A lot of people don't. So go ahead and say what you want. That I sucked as a parent. Okay, fine. I didn't. My mom didn't have college stuff. I had loans and stuff. I still do. It's terrible. So, but I was determined to get my degree at any cost. So I was like, if there's something you want to do, you can't put that on anybody but yourself. Just like the cell phone I keep paying. I know. And then Bobbi, she's still doing amazing. Ooh, I need to take a couple of days off, y'all. I'm going to go down and hang out with her. But I know there's some hiking trails down there. But I will tell you, this anemia is kicking my butt. It's kicking my butt, y'all. It's starting to affect my breathing. Like, when I got that blood transfusion, I felt like a brand new person. I wanted to take the stairs. I wanted to run. I felt amazing. But until I get a hysterectomy to stop this bleeding, which is terrible, it's going to be a vicious cycle. But in my head, all I think about how I'm going to afford the surgery. But I'm tired of feeling this way. That's why when I go to the gym, I really don't go to exercise. Just the thought of walking up the stairs, it'll wipe me out. I was walking in a school, wipe me out. If I'm carrying a lot of bags from my car, you know, going from that Friday, Saturday, Sunday to Monday, so I have a lot of bags on Monday, and it's heavy, my computer, my iPad, my Mac, so all those computers and then my bags, it wears me out. My heart be pumping. So what it is not enough blood pumping to my vital organs. And when my anemia is really, really bad, when they kept me in the emergency room, when they sent me to the emergency room, just breathing was hard. And now I can tell the big difference from when I got the blood transfusion to when I didn't have it. I felt like a brand new person. And I'm a person who has a lot of energy. And I was like, you know, I think so when I was in triage going to the ER for the blood transfusion, and like I said, that was $12,000. And I still owe money on that. Insurance covered most of it. And So when I went to triage, it was like, and I was like, oh, I think I have a little high blood pressure. They was like, that's a good thing right now, because that means the blood is trying to get the blood to pump or whatever. So, so that's my little rant. So that's it, y'all. So that's me as a parent, me feeling a certain way, a little brief stuff, update about my kids and back history. And you've heard, if you've been following me nonstop, you've heard a lot of this stuff before. So I'm just gonna go in here. I'm going to the store and get something to eat. I guess that's gonna be another video.